Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Earlier today, we did a live stream talking about the amazing number of deaths reported in the news this weekend, one of which was the passing of 13-year-old Broadway actress Laurel Griggs. Now there's another story. A teenage girl charged with the murder of a 59-year-old man in Philadelphia who was known for being an animal rescue hero. And I want you to see something about both of these stories which involve teenage girls. One, the death of a teenage girl, and the other, a teenage girl who murdered an adult man. Laurel Griggs, as we discussed earlier, died on November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. And guess what day this young girl did her murdering? November 5th. And of course, November 5th, not an arbitrary date. See my video from November 5th on why that is Guy Fawkes Day. Very special date. So, in light of both of these stories having to do with death, remember, killing equals 115, so does Masonic when you run the alphabetic order in reverse in the language of Gematria. And when you run the alphabetic order forwards, killing and Masonic both sum to 74. Notice the name of the victim, Albert Chernoff. His name sums to 74 when you run the alphabetic order in reverse and use the rules of numerology. A 14-year-old girl was arrested and charged with murder after police say she tied down and killed a 59-year-old Philadelphia man known for his animal rescue efforts. Philadelphia police said they responded early November 5th to a report of a man in distress. Police entered the home and found a man later identified as Albert Chernoff partially tied to the bed with a massive head wound and several slashes to his chest. He was pronounced dead at the scene. A female was seen leaving the property before police arrived, and police released surveillance video from inside the home in an attempt to identify her. The girl, who was 14, arrived with her mother and two defense attorneys to turn herself in, police said. She was arrested November 8th. If you watched today's live stream, we talked about how this weekend began November 8th, 118, a number of death, and that's why this weekend there's so many headlines full of death and killing. And a preliminary hearing is scheduled for November 27th. We'll get to what's interesting about that date. Court documents show. If you read the full article, they're not releasing her name, and they say she was a partial victim of this man, but they're not giving any more details. It makes you think like maybe there was something sexual going on. Anyhow, the same old typical numbers. This story comes out of Philadelphia, a city that sums to 115. In light of him being 59, again, a number of victims we've talked about this weekend have been 59 years old. Freemasonry sums to 59. In Jewish Gematria, kill is 59. In light of the November 8th date of her arrest, 118, homicides 118, death is 118, and the date that she will be appearing in court, November 27th, that's the day leaving 34 days left in the year. Murder sums to 34. It also sums to 38, like the result of adding 11 plus 27 for November 27th. 11 plus 27, 38. And again, the movie poster, Murder by Numbers. Only two letters are tampered with. The E's changed to a 3. The B's are changed to H's, 3883. Murders 38 and 83. Again, the song Murder by Numbers came out in 83. Sandra Bullock, the name at the top of the movie poster is 83. Killing Death, R.I.P. They're all 38. English Gematria is 38. Look up the song Gematria, the killing name. Look up the song Murder by Numbers, especially Murder by Numbers, and read the lyrics to that song. About how killing's the sport of the elite. It's as simple as ABC 1, 2, 3. And again, you just gotta wonder. So they said this Laurel Griggs died from an asthma attack, which equals 118 as well. So, two front page stories, the exact same date, teen girls, themed news, ritualistic murders. I don't think I can make it any more clear, so we'll leave it there, and hopefully That's the last story of death for this weekend. Till next time, Truth Seeker.